morning. Welcome back to these daily videos where you start your day in a more conscious way. So really working on choosing, creating your life the way you want to live it, the way you want to experience it. And what I've been practicing a lot lately is changing my perspective and choosing my emotions the way I feel, choosing the way I think about things a lot. Now, this is good because you may be feeling a certain thing. Now, believe me, I was the way we were raised, right? So often it was like if you're feeling certain emotions, it feels like that's helpless. I'm in these emotions. I feel this way. There's nothing I can do because this, whatever caused it, right? Whatever outside of me caused it, or I don't know why I caused it, but it's just the way it is, and I'm feeling this way. And then the more we focus on it, the more thoughts we have about it. Then our feelings get deeper and deeper. Then it's like we're fully consumed in that. And the more we do that every single day, it makes up our state of being and our personality. The more we stay in that or go back to it by default over and over again. So, I totally realize this is what happens. So certain days I'll be feeling tired, exhausted maybe, or even like, like kind of hopeless, like knowing what I want to create, where I want to be and all that, but then getting into I could be saying the gratitude and all that, but then in the background, I can feel oh my God, this is not going to happen. So I'm just going through the motions, pretending to be a certain thing. And so I noticed that. And that's what these videos are for, so you become more conscious. I noticed that, but then we are going to do a reading, by the way. But then what I've been doing is saying you can choose something different. You can change your state of being. You can change your thoughts. You can change your feelings. You do not have to stay like this. It's always a choice. So I've been changing my state then. Now it's getting easier and easier, but it is kind of tough because we are so used to being in a certain emotional state. That's our default. When this happens, I do this. As in, I think this, I feel this, whatever, right? And sometimes people who do emotional eating or drinking, that's what they go to. It's a coping mechanism. Others, it's just staying in the emotional state, and that's where I used to be, staying severely angry, going from anger to frustration, like anger, frustration to feeling helpless, and staying there. Nothing I can do. I just have to suck it up. This is just the way it has to be. And then inside, the anger builds up, the frustration builds up, and you get so many blockages and pain. It definitely brings you guys pain if you have aches and pains. That's probably what it is. Emotions stuck in your body. So anyways, now use your breath to release, right? We want to know and feel that I can release this. I don't have to stuff it down. I can bring it up, hear it, listen to it. Oh, either it's about something or it's usually from the past, which you don't need to think about it anymore. Really, seriously, it's over. Or it's like, I don't know, I'm just in a state of being like this because, yes, I'm feeling a little hopeless because what I want hasn't happened yet. So I'm beginning to go in that downward. Then I'll say, I know for a fact that going there is going to make things worse. I don't have to be there. And it's same with being tired, feeling tired, exhausted, feeling that, Now, yes, we still need our time to rest and recuperate, but I mean the emotional state. You can be like, I'm going to change. Okay, I'm causing myself. I sit with my thoughts. I'm feeling drained. I'm telling myself I'm drained. I'm telling myself I'm exhausted. I may be, and that's fine. I don't have to tell myself. I can choose to relax, rest, do some stretching outside, which what I do some breathing, just sit and ground in the earth, but be in a good, peaceful state of being. Not a bogged down, depressed, blah, blah, blah. That's what we can change. So I want you to practice this when you feel yourself in any emotional state that doesn't feel good or your body doesn't feel good. And you're like, well, nothing really majorly happened. It's just, I know my thoughts are getting away from me. So you want to be in that state of exhaling, release, or going in nature, or doing the gratitude and just being, but not trying to fake it, really be. I can choose my state. I can change this. I can change things. I'm safe. I'm secure. I'm going to ask God or angels for help to get out. And I do that a lot. Out loud, I ask the angels. And I also ask Source or my guides. Please help me, move me through this. I don't need to stay in this way. I know it's just a habit. I know it's just the way my body tends to be, but I'm choosing something different. So practice that. It really helps. Oh. Okay, Nine of Wands. This is exactly kind of that. That's what made me think of it. The Nine of Wands is more, I'm exhausted. I've been through a lot. There's a lot going on. I'm just exhausted. Like I'm just can't take it anymore. But what it also says is resilience. This is resilience and like just kind of what I was talking about, right? You have the courage. You feel worn out. That's okay. That's part of being human. But you don't have to let your mind follow that and stay there, right? So you are strong. You are powerful. Your mind has so much power. But of course, you still need to rest your body. So I'm not talking about ignoring what's really going on. And then the Two of Wands, it looks like she's in a wheelchair, guys. It's a bike. I think they screwed up on this picture. It makes her look like she's in a wheelchair. It's a bike. She's sitting by a tree. And what it is she's in her comfort zone. She's like, you know what? I'm happy here. I'm happy here. Sorry. Oopsie. I'm happy. My phone. I'm happy here. This is great. But, I'm feeling a little flat. So when we bring ourselves to neutral, relax, rest, if there's something going on in our life or it's out of balance or something's wrong in it, we get to the point where it's like, I'm feeling flat. There is something that I need to change. There is something that I need to follow. And it could be you've just been keeping yourself in your comfort zone, which feels great, which feels safe, which feels wonderful, more at peace. But maybe it is time to expand, look at the opportunities and possibilities out there and start going beyond your comfort zone. That's what that's talking about. This picture, this next one is so funny. Lumberjack guy. Page of Wands. I know, it's a funny picture. Page of Wands is all, am I at the done? Oh, pages, oh, sorry, it's supposed to be this one next. Sorry, Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is next one. And this one is about conflict. There could be some conflict in your life. There could be somebody who's bothering you at work, let's say, not treating you very well. Or it could be yourself, sabotaging, as we spoke about, or allowing yourself to go into those states of beings where you don't want to be in, right? So it's just kind of about, well, stand up for who you truly are. For one, I know that going in those states is the way I lived my whole life. I was always angry, frustrated, down, felt hopeless, blamed everything. But I'm not going to stay there anymore. That's not who I am now, right? I'm strong. So this it's about resourceful and skills. I have the skills now. I have the awareness now. I have the resourcefulness. I can make changes. And then the Page of Wands, Mr. Lumberjack here, is about good news coming soon or new possibilities and opportunities. So when you open up to changing the way you've been, your states of being, which changes who you are, you become much more lighter, more at peace, more easygoing, more forgiving, all of those things, right? Then your creativity comes. So this is about sparks of creativity, inspired energy. I don't know how it fits the picture, but anyways, it's quite funny. His wand is lit up, let me tell you, right here. It's quite funny. But when you get yourself out of that self-sabotaging state and a state of going back to old patterns of not feeling good and whatever, you open up to possibilities. You're like more inclined to do different things, to try new things and have more adventures in life. And that's the way you want to think about it. The future is here for me to experience. The future is full of adventures. That's the way you want to experience life. All right. I hope that reading helped. And remember, you can change your state of being. And it's not about ignoring or allowing people to not treat you right. That's not what it's about at all. Is you work on your strength, your resilience, your power, your peace, rest your body, whatever, get some energy work done, get some whatever needs to be done. But also know that you don't have to be in those states for long. You want to hear what your body source is telling you. Listen, what's my problems here? make some changes. Make some changes, and tell yourself you don't need to stay in those states, and work on being in a different state of being right in those moments. All right. So the best way to release, of course, is breath, right? So you want to inhale deeply. You can even bring out your hands and ground. Get on the grass. Get on the ground with bare feet. Release, relax. So you want to focus on moving the energy. Inhaling almost you can from the ground up, bringing the energy right up to your whole body, way above your head. And then imagine energy coming down and whooshing through your whole body and going right down to the center of the earth. Then inhale again, and just imagine this like column of energy moving through your whole body. And then bringing it down, cleansing and clearing and releasing, letting everything go to the center of the earth while it's grounding you deep in the earth and spreading roots far and wide. Then bring the energy up into your heart. Breathe in and out through your heart center. Feel the expansion. Feel the release. Inhaling love and light. Remember, you're bringing in beautiful earth, life force energy. And you can exhale and release anything that doesn't serve you anymore. All right, you are strong, powerful, supported always. Ask for guidance, ask for strength. You've got it. And I'll see you in the next video.